What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Browns Bengals Week 14 recap as the Browns came up short today, losing by a final score of 23 to 10, and they fall to 5 and 8 on the season. And with only 4 games left on the schedule, it's safe to say that our season's over. Now, I know people are going to say, but Crazy Dog, these last 4 games are insanely winnable. Maybe the Browns can squeak in by the skin of their teeth. Do you realize how much help we already needed heading into this game to even have a chance? Losing today essentially eliminates that possibility. We needed to win out and then have a lot of help. Well, obviously, winning out ain't happening. So, yeah, the way I see it, unless we get some crazy, insane chaos in these final 4 games, you just don't see it happening, unfortunately. And that's not even really a bad thing. I mean, I still want us to win these final 4 games, end the season 9 and 8, go into next season with good vibes, and also, the moment that Steelers game ends, I want to see Rappaport or Schefter tweet saying that the Browns have fired Joe Woods and Prefer. I need those two out the door the minute that game ends. And then you look for a new D coordinator who actually can operate a good defense, and also a special teams coordinator who doesn't suck. Now, as for AVP, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Kevin gave him the playbook for these final 4 games. See if he deserves to be here. I don't think he will. I don't even know why we have an OC. I mean, essentially, AVP is just there to be there. Just here for the vibes, dude. I mean, I know he helps Kevin with the game plan and stuff, but if it was Kevin, I would seriously give AVP the playbook and let him call plays for these final 4 games just to see what he can do. Couldn't hurt, right? Especially since we're pretty much out of the playoff race at this point. But interested to see how these final 4 games go. But you look at this game and how it went. A lot of things went wrong for the Browns. Yep. Offense really couldn't get going on the ground, and we all know if you can't get the run game going, that affects the passing game. Well, it all starts up front. Offensive line was not getting really any push at all. DJ Reader was eating Froholt's lunch all game long. Um, we only had 71 rush yards total on 25 carries. 14 carries, 34 yards for Nick Chubb. That's not like Nick Chubb against the Bengals. Usually he has a big game. But through the air, though, we did look good. Deshaun Watson, 26 of 42, 276 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Although, let's be real, on that interception, he got baited by Jesse Bates. He did get sacked twice, but overall, he did pretty good. And then in terms of receiving, DPJ had a good game, 8 receptions, 114 yards. Njoku, 7 receptions, 59 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, Deshaun Watson threw his first passing touchdown in over 700 days. That's freaking crazy. 2 receptions, 42 yards for Amari Cooper on 7 targets. Had a couple bad drops. One was in the end zone. That would have cut the lead to 6, I believe, at the end. David Bell, 3 catches, 27 yards. Nick Chubb, 3 for 20. Bryant, 1 for 8. Kareem Hunt, 2 for 6. So overall, not bad. Could have been better, though, especially on Cooper's end. Got to catch those balls, buddy. Same with you, DPJ. You had a pass in your chest in the end zone and you freaking dropped it. Got to catch those. You have to catch those. Now, of course, with us facing the Bengals, you just knew Myles Garrett was going to get a sack on Burrow. I think he's done that now 7 times in 5 games, which is pretty cool. He also got a sack on Jamar Chase, I think, too, but whatever. Because Jamar Chase tried to throw the ball, but there was nothing there, so he just went down. But yeah, Myles Garrett got 2 sacks today. Good stuff, good stuff. But, defense as a whole, yeah, not very good. They let Mixon and Chase eat all game. I see Zach Taylor finally realized that our defense kind of sucks against the run. In the first game, he didn't know that because he barely ran Mixon, and we made him pay for that. Clearly, this time he learned from his mistakes. And Jamar Chase is him, clearly. 10 receptions, 119 yards, and a touchdown. Granted, on that drive, Like that drive was essentially gifted to the Bengals due to penalties because we were just being insanely dumb. We literally had them off the field, but we ran into the kicker, which kept that drive going. There was a lot of penalties on that drive. Seemed like every play, flag, 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 flag. Jerome Boger is probably in the locker room icing his arm after the game, man. That dude's arm is probably hurting like crazy with all the flags he threw. My God, on both sides. But yeah, the Browns had 9 penalties, 98 yards. You're not going to win a lot of games with that many penalties, especially the penalties that kept their drives going. Can't have that. Discipline has got to be better. Let's just be real. Got to be more discipline. You know? The offense looked good. It'll get better. Deshaun definitely looked night and day between last week and this week. His throws weren't at the receiver's feet, like they were actually to the receiver, like in the chest area. Like there were some really good catches, and he's gonna get better. And if you ask me, use these final 4 weeks as an audition for the rest of the guys. See who deserves to be here, and then just unleash Deshaun Watson. Get him ready for next year. It's the way it's gonna be. But yeah, like I said though, I still want to see us win these final 4 games. Head into next season with good vibes. 9-8, not bad. You're over 500 technically, and then just get ready for next year. It's the way I see it. I already know Bengals fans are going to throw a parade because they finally beat the Browns. Joe Burrow finally beat us. He's now what, 1-4 in his career? Good job, Joe. You finally beat us. I mean, what's the saying? A blind mouse finds a nut every once in a while. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. We'll see what happens next year. You know, I'm sure this team is going to look a lot different next year. At least I hope it will. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys. So with that being said, shout out to the Dog Pound. Shout out to all the cool Bungles fans, not y'all jabronis that literally popped into my stream at the end because you're jabronis. The cool ones were there the entire time. All that you talk trash. But if you were popping in the stream at the very end when victory was already assured, yeah, that's a douche move. I don't like that. If you're gonna talk trash to me, at least be in the stream the entire time. Otherwise, that just shows that you were scared to come in because you waited until you won the game to come in. Talk trash the entire time, so I know it's real. Right? That goes for everyone else. Right? Don't be popping in the stream at the very end because you look like a freaking jabroni when you do that. Freaking ridiculous. But yeah, it's on to the Ravens. We'll see what happened with Tyler Huntley. I heard he got hurt today. I heard he went to the locker room. Hopefully he's all right. But knowing us, Lamar Jackson will miraculously be ready to go next week because that's usually how it goes with us. We think we're going to catch a break facing a backup quarterback. Well, yeah, Lamar Jackson will be ready to go next week. Nah, I don't think so, but you never know with us. Just our luck, right? But yeah, with that being said, I'm crazy, dog. Let's go Browns and on to Baltimore. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Spurs and Cavs. Go Browns, and I'm out.